All right, today we're jumping into a big one, a question a lot of business leaders are asking, RaiaAI versus n8n. Now, on the surface, this looks like a straightforward choice between two different tools. But is it really that simple? Let's dig in and see what's actually going on. Because, what if this isn't about picking a side? What if framing this as some kind of competition actually makes us miss the entire point? That's the strategic angle we're going to explore today. Okay, so first things first, let's get properly introduced to our two platforms. To really understand how they can change a business, we have to know what makes each of them tick and what makes them so powerful in their own right.
And right off the bat, they look like they're from different planets, right? On one side, you've got RaiaAI, which is this full-service, white-glove partner for building custom AI agents. And then over here, you've got n8n, an open-source, do-it-yourself toolkit for connecting all your systems. But trust me, there is so much more to this story.
So let's zoom in on RaiaAI. Imagine, for a second, having a dedicated team of experts, real experts, who build, deploy, and then maintain these super smart AI agents that handle your most important sales and support conversations. That's RaiaAI in a nutshell. It's a complete, managed solution built just for you. Okay, now let's flip the coin and look at n8n. Think of this as an incredibly powerful and flexible box of Legos for your tech team. It gives them the ability to connect hundreds of different apps and services using this really cool visual builder to map out and run all those complicated processes that happen behind the scenes. To really get the dynamic here, let's use a simple analogy. I want you to think of your entire business automation setup as a two-layer cake. Each platform provides a totally distinct and absolutely crucial ingredient. So let's start with that top layer, the fancy part with all the icing. This is the intelligence layer, or what I like to call the brain of the whole operation. This is RaiaAI's playground. It's the part that actually talks to your customers, that understands what they're saying and makes smart decisions right there in the moment. And then, holding up that brain, you have the automation layer, the nervous system. And this is where n8n just dominates. It takes the orders from the brain and puts them into action, connecting all your different systems and running those complex, multi-step workflows perfectly every single time in the background. So you've got a brain that thinks and a nervous system that acts. It kind of sounds like they were designed to work together, doesn't it? And that brings us to a really interesting question. What if this was never a showdown to begin with? And here it is, the big reveal that changes the whole conversation. This isn't a versus scenario, it's a partnership, a team-up. And why? Because RaiaAI was built from the ground up with a native, seamless integration plugged directly into n8n. They're literally designed to be on the same team. And this partnership? It's a total game changer. It means your AI agent can instantly kick off these incredibly sophisticated workflows. Data just syncs automatically between the conversation with your customer and your back-end systems. And boom, you can connect to this universe of over 500 business tools right out of the box. Your brain is hardwired directly to your nervous system. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does this powerful synergy actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Let's jump into a couple of real-world examples to see how this combination delivers some pretty incredible results. So picture a healthcare provider. A RaiaAI agent is having a sensitive conversation with a patient, and it's all fully HIPAA compliant. The very instant that conversation ends, it triggers an n8n workflow that schedules the appointment, verifies the insurance, and updates the medical records, all of it automatically in a split second. Or think about a sales team. The AI agent has this really natural conversation and qualifies a hot new lead. The second that happens, an n8n workflow just explodes into action. It updates the CRM, assigns the lead to the right person, and launches a personalized email sequence, all in the blink of an eye. So now that we know they're designed to be a power couple, how do you decide what your business actually needs? Let's build out a really simple framework to help you make a smart, informed decision. Now, it's super important to be clear about what n8n is not designed to do on its own. While it is an unbelievable workflow engine, it doesn't have a face or a voice. It can't have a conversation with your customers. It's a self-service tool, which means it relies on your team's expertise to build and maintain all that logic. The pricing models also tell a really clear story about their different roles. Look, n8n is an extremely cost-effective tool that you pay for based on usage. RaiaAI is a much more significant investment, but that's because it's an investment in a complete managed solution. You're not just buying software, you are buying a strategic partner. So here's the bottom line. If you've got a strong tech team and your main goal is just automating internal back-end stuff, n8n on its own is a fantastic choice. But if you need an intelligent agent that can actually face your customers, handle complex things like compliance, and comes with a full support team, you need a platform like RaiaAI. And this all leads us right to the core insight from all of this. The most powerful approach isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about leveraging a platform that already gives you both right out of the box. With RaiaAI's native n8n integration, you truly get the absolute best of both worlds. You get the intelligent, customer-facing brain and the powerful, back-end nervous system all working in perfect harmony. You get a dedicated team with deep industry knowledge with the raw, technical flexibility of a world-class workflow engine, all in one place. So, the question we started with has totally changed. It was never really about RaiaAI versus n8n. The real strategic question you should be asking is this: how complete does our automation solution really need to be? Do we just need to connect a few pipes in the background, or do we need an intelligent brain to run the entire operation? Now that is the choice that really matters.